I met Lindy Li at Sexy Liberal. Were we in DC or something? She was around it. And she's Chinese, so I said hi to her in Chinese, assuming that she spoke the language. That was my fault, because she clearly doesn't, or it doesn't on purpose or something, even though she was born there. But yeah, super weird. She was on Peanut Butter Dickhead's show, PBD, talking about how she's a conservative and she's been going conservative for a while, and how she thinks she was a Democrat because she was on birth control. Was that Chicago Sexy Liberal? That makes sense. Close to the DNC? That makes sense. So anyways, I want to show you something real quick.
To be here.
So it's for the love of the...
Hold on.
Like, I was born in China, where women in politics was just, it's just unthinkable. I consider it a sacred trust to be involved in politics, to shape American thought. It's such an honor to be here. So
it's for the love of the game. Now, okay, so let me be devil's advocate. Is it getting into parties? Is it getting you into meetings that maybe you wouldn't have gotten if you wouldn't have given that money? Is it getting you to meet people that's kind of cool?
But that's not all of it. It's all...
Right. Basically, she was accused of being a grifter because people were saying, she was just there for the money when she was actually bundling the money. Wait. Everybody's like, she's a grifter. Wait for it. You ain't seen nothing yet. Watch this.
Also, I loved, shaping as an influencer, as, someone who worked so hard. I'm a commissioner of Pennsylvania, by the way. I was appointed by the governor to, have an impact on my communities, on my state, on my Commonwealth. That's amazing. It's something that, as someone who comes from a communist regime, I never would have had that opportunity. So I think even my brother, who's born here, he doesn't understand why I care so much. He's in business. He just doesn't understand my fixation with politics.
So if you're raising money for these guys, and it has nothing to do with, you're not getting paid nothing. There's no so you have to raise money. Why weren't...
Also, there's a weird thing I want to point out. It's not kind of important to this overall. It's just curious to me. PBD, Peanut Butter Dickhead here, has a real hard time looking her in the face. This whole interview, I don't know what it is.
You raising money for Republicans? Why did you raise money for Democrats?
I wonder that a lot during the campaign, actually.
Why didn't you?
I really wondered that. I was like, actually, we were at a dinner with Doug Emhoff, and my guest was like, why are we here? We were watching the antics on the stage, and my guest was like, we're on the wrong team, aren't we? And this is in the middle of the campaign.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah.
So yeah, that question, I'm crying right now, just talking about it. But like in the middle, I was like, this isn't right. Like neither of us identified. The party was shifting so quickly. It was happening in like real time. And they worshipped like LGBTQIA plus. Every year there's another letter added. Next year there's going to be like a Z attached or something. And
they're thinking that's resonating with the people, but it's not. When you're in it with other...
See how he doesn't, like, he can't even look at her face? Does that stand out to anybody else? It's super weird.
Who are also raising money and they're seeing how things are going. Were there any others like you on the inside that are like, Lindy, what are we doing here? What the hell is going on? Are there other fundraisers like you out there?
You mentioned Goldman Sachs. Yes. A lot of my donors. I'm sorry, people are going to call me a Wall Street shill, and I did work for Morgan Stanley. But those,
by the way, Morgan Stanley said Tesla's their American automaker stock pick, and it took a shit today. Just curious.
As a donor, you have to have money, and a lot of my donors are in finance, and so they're conservative leaning, and they gave because I asked them to, not because they really believe. They gave because they're my friends, and a lot of them were like, "Oh wow, this party is becoming like a little bit too much," but also, to be honest, many of them consider Trump to be an existential threat to democracy. And for these folks, for the business people, they want a stable economy most of all. They want, a prosperous stock market. They want America to prosper and to be stable and to not be turbulent. Hey.
Okay. Wait, before she clips to it. Okay. Which is a decent concern. It seems like they go, oh yeah, I don't like the social stuff and I disagree with whatever, but I can't have him wreck the fucking country. Again, ticks don't want the dog to die is basically what she's saying here. It's amazing that she can't put that together. But let me show you something. The whole purpose of this is earlier, I think, in it, she says, I'm not a grifter. Hold on.
Like that. It was supposed to help with something. But it completely altered my mind almost.
That's when she was on birth control.
And when I decided to come off it in May 2023, I feel like I reclaimed my life. And I realized conservatives were right all along. And
wow. So birth control pills will turn you into a Democrat. I guess in the same way that Ritalin makes you racist, I suppose.
And people might ridicule me for citing this as a reason.
It's very weird.
But I feel like it stole half a decade of my life. Half a decade that I was kind of living on the sidelines of what I could have been. And so I'm playing.
She means a mom and a trad wife, I'm guessing. So, sorry, let me check. What was that? Hold on, Dirk. Trump owes all U.S. military aid to Ukraine. Is pausing military aid to days. Yeah, I knew that was coming, by the way. We'll talk about that more on Wednesday with Phil. Yeah. Check this out, though. I want to show you something, though.
Catch up. I've been playing catch up for the past 2 years because I bought into that ideology that birth control was going to, it would herald independence, a new era for women. But it actually just hijacked my mind. And so that happened. And then the assaults on the street. And I've always been conservative. I've been a Christian all my life. And the party has just been lurching to the left. I want nothing at all. It makes me sick. I don't want nothing to do with the woke and the trans ideology. I didn't sign up for that. That was a recent development, right? In the past 5-6 years, the Democratic Party that I joined was rooted in middle-class values of moderation, fiscal responsibility,
Yeah, but also responsible for like gay marriage being the law of the land and the like at the same time. Because you can obviously walk, chew gum, and blow bubbles at the same time while humming a song. Maybe you can't, but I can.
While you're there, and I get that, but to me, while you're in it and you're raising the money, 10 million, 2 million, 3 million, you're raising millions for these guys, right? What's the incentive? Meaning,
look how you can't even look at her face. It's super weird.
Is there a comp plan? Is there a way you're getting paid the more money you raise?
No. But by the way, I wasn't paid. I'm a donor. I'm one of those rich fucks who give money. I don't get paid for any of this.
Nothing.
So
what was your...
Okay, there we go. That's the part I wanted to show you, okay? Then let's fast forward to the tail end of this where she says her little piece. Yeah, where I ended it before. Now watch this. At the end of the video, like a lot of these, you know how like occasionally when I show a Glenn Beck video or somebody like that, there'll be an ad break in it. Ben Shapiro does them as well. There's an ad in the actual clip. This is the first time I've ever seen the guests ad show up. Watch this.
Turbulent. Hey guys, I'm so excited to be on Manet. I will answer any questions no matter what it is, whether it be politics.
All right. By the way, Manet, which is the dumbest fucking title for, Manet. Manet is the name of the app. Have you ever heard of it? I hadn't heard of it until she brought it up. Let me show you. Let's see what she says.
Sex, your love life, family issues, whatever it is, I'm here for you. I want to be your friend. I want to talk with you.
Okay. Oh, by the way, it says under here, let me show you this down here. It says Manet. That's a picture of her. There's the app. Lindy Li, Manet. Get expert advice instantly. And then there's a QR code that I'm covering up because fuck them. Manet. Okay. You ever heard of this? I've never heard of this either. And I've certainly never seen a guest on Peanut Butter Dickhead's show do their own fucking ad as the sales point on it. If you want to talk about being the grift, it sounds like At one point, I think she even says earlier in the thing, like, how much are you paying me to be here? And he goes, nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. She literally says that in this clip. Let me show you something. This is Manet. Get expert advice instantly. Look who that is. It's Peanut Butter Dickhead and Chris Cuomo and whoever the fuck, Thomas Ellsworth, who's one of the other hosts on that show, Paul Saladino, this guy, Ryan Montgomery, who's the ethical hacker. Find an expert or become an expert. Get it? This is Manet. There's a leaderboard. Become an expert and book a podcast. So if you have a podcast, you can book guests from their network of people. News Nation host Chris Cuomo, turn any celebrity into your personal mentor in seconds. Stop searching for answers on Google. Stop getting your DMs ignored. Get personalized one-on-one coaching advice from people you admire the most. Pay to guarantee 100% response rate. Find an expert. I have no idea what the fuck this costs. And stop. And if you want to do this, stop giving free advice to these losers. Make them pay for it. Share a podium with the world's most admired leaders and entrepreneurs on Manet. Manet. God damn. Monetize your time by offering one-to-one consultations with your audience. It sounds, I gotta say, like Cameo for douchebags. But Results Roofing CEO Dustin Gotofsky. The best way to connect is on Manet. Jesus. So Mentor, is this what it is? Is it Mentor Connect? Manet? Is that what that is? Because it sounds fucking stupid. Okay. Have a podcast? Book your next guest through Manet. There they go. The hosts of Peanut Butter Dickhead talking to people, like selling this to each other or getting booked on stuff like Terrell Owens, Peanut Butter Dickhead, Michael Franzese, a former member of the Colombo organized crime family. This is one of the guys he was talking about having in his documentary. This is PBD's fucking company. How you can Manet. God damn. Can I Manet? Do 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 do. Manet. Do 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 do. Manet. One, you can get a text answer that's totally from them and not an AI trained for them or whatever. Two, a video answer. You send it and Peanut Butter Dickhead will send you a message right from his office for money. Or a video call where they talk to you directly for a limited amount of time. Download Manet. Are you fucking kidding me? So she came on the show to be for free, and they're paying her to be on Manet, or she's selling her services on Manet as part of the deal of being on there to promote the fact that she's on Manet. That's it.